Hello everyone, Thardu here on Stoneblock 4. I'm on my new world in my create area, which I haven't prettied up yet. I need to start digging serious tunnels to run through the quest to get back where we were. And in order to do that, I want to make my life a little bit easier. So I'm going to make myself a tunneling machine. So I've got my refined storage set up. Very basic, pretty much what I had set up on the other world. So I've made some linear chassis. The next thing I'm going to need is a cart assembler. We are going to need some super glue. Logs coming out my tree farm's working way too well. I must actually set up a drawer for all the logs to just trash them in my storage. I don't want them to be trashed in the farm itself, because that way I will just have the farm constantly running, which I don't want. I want it to backstop. Okay, so we've got our card assembler, we've got our super glue. I need 9 drills. Alright, so we've got those, and I need a mechanical plow. And of course a rock fall every time just as I start recording. Let's just dump that back into our system. Get rid of that. Let's dump that. Okay, so we are going to start with putting down our cart assembler. Then we need a minecart with a furnace. So let's just see. Okay, we need to make the minecart first. And then we make a minecart with a furnace. Okay, so to start our contraption, we are going to place down our minecart. Now I want it to dig out 3x3 tunnels. Actually, I am going to do it slightly differently. So I'm going to make one more drill. There we go. Alright. So we've got our minecart there, and I'm going to start by putting down some. Of course, I can't use the chassis. Oh, I can. Okay. Alright. So I want to come back a bit. Let's say up to here. And we do that. And I'm going to put my plow down there. I will explain this in a little bit. And then yeah, I want to set up a 3x3. I don't know why I went that far. And I want one at the top. So I'm going to scoop out a little passage there. And then we put down our drill bits, or our drills rather. Okay, so they will be doing the digging. So I'm going to do a 3x3 with a channel up at the top. And I need one more thing. So let's remove this. Let's do it that way. And what I am going to need is a deployer. I did make some plates earlier, so we should be good. I don't have an electron tube. Oh, of course, need to take out my deployer because it's got nowhere to go. Okay, so we have our deployer, which I am just going to place down here. I think that might be too high. let's try and place it out this way. Now this will be too low. That is the right spot to put it. But I just need it to be rotated down. There we go. And I would love to be able to get to the filter. So let's try it this way. I just always struggle to place this damn thing. There we go. And I want to tell this deployer to place down tracks. Okay, then we need to super glue this whole thing. Oh no, before I do that, I need some chests as well. So we'll just take a bunch of chests and we will stick these onto here. And of course I'll break the place down again. Lovely. Some stone, and while we will need a lever as well. Okay, let me just close this up. I am just putting down a huge amount of chests here, and probably way more than I would need, but that's fine. All right. And what we are going to do is in this chest we're going to dump some railroad tracks. Now we can grab our super glue and we can start sticking all of this together. Do that. Do that. Stick these chests onto it, and we'll stick these chests onto it. Okay, that should be our whole machine going, so we'll just switch that on. Nope. I did not. So our deployer is working. It did put down a track there, which is great. Why aren't you stuck onto this? What did I break? Okay, looks like I'm going to have to rebuild this to fix what I broke. So let's start by breaking everything down. Including this track. Okay, let's start again. Let's put down our minecart. And then I'm putting my super glue my offhand. Hopefully this will work better. Okay, so that's 3, it's 4 high that I want this. I'm going to come forward 3. And on the 4th one we will do this. Okay, I am going to make a mess of this, but I want to get down here, so I can do this. And of course I went too far once again. I don't know why I keep doing that. And then while we're at the front, we can stick our drills onto this. Before I stick in the last one, I just want to check. Okay, we can enchant our drills as well, but I don't have my enchanting set up on here yet. So I am not going to stress about that just yet. Okay, so let's see if I can get this deployer in this time. There we go. So we've got a deployer in. See, with a bit more room, it goes a lot easier. And I'll just bring this back here. Dig another hole here. And of course I've run out of chassis. So we'll just grab a lot of the linear chassis. You don't have to use linear chassis, it's just I like to use them. There we go, and our plow goes in here. And then we just need to stick our chests on. Take our super glue off. I'm just going to give it another piece of track there. We assemble our machine. Okay, got it moving out of the cart assembler. I thought maybe that might be. No, and as soon as I break that, maybe it's me. Okay, so let's just try and put this together again. Why do you have super glue here? So the cart assembler must go onto a track. Maybe I should just move these chests as well. Come to think of it. So I can actually get in there a bit. So let's break out these and these. Let's grab our super glue again. And we'll stick these to the front. That gives me some access there to get in. Right, and we need to place down our minecart. And of course my lever's now in the wrong spot. Okay, we were able to move it. Ah, there we go. Right click with the wrench once you're done. So we can pick this up. We now have our machine built. So I just want to grab some stone so we can fix this. I don't want to do a reveal of my base yet, so I'm going to head to the northern tunnel and I will be back with you once I am there. Alright, what I've done is I did dig out a little section here, just after these pipes going into this place. I will show you still, but not in this video. So we place down our contraption. Oh, we need a track first, sorry, forgot that. So I'll just place 4 tracks for now. We can place down our contraption on top of that. And I did not think this through, because now I have no way of getting in there. See, I should put this down in a clearing. So, okay, I'm going to have to take this back quickly, and we need to make some adjustments to this. I also did grab some charcoal, so we'll just right click on it to pick it up, and I'll be okay. We are back here in our create area. I've put it down and I broke the minecart off. So what I am going to need is a way to get in from the back. So I'm going to move these bottom chests forward on my contraption. As I say, I know I've got probably way more chests than I would need. But I don't want to risk running out of space. Okay, I've got a stick for swim speed, that one I can toss. We'll just put our minecart back in, put our lever down. Ah, nope. Okay, you can just right click with the super glue, or shift right click to remove glued areas. Oh, no, shift and left click. Okay, so we've removed this area which I've glued because I had my super glue in my offhand. Right, it's assembled, right click with it. I'll just leave this set up here and I'll be right back. Okay, 10th time lucky. So I am going to put down my contraption here. There we go. Now we have access to it, which is fantastic. And what I want to do is just put the tracks in there, and we want to give it some fuel. Now I need to go with it so that I can light up the area. And you can hear the drills are working. Why did this rotate? Okay, again, just to pick it up. Oh my word. Not what I want. I wonder if these torches that we messed with it. I will just use my light spell. Where's my contraption? Place that down again. And as you can see, the plow is picking up the tracks, which will put them back in the chests. So it will just keep going. It's not the fastest. You can see there we've got our tracks. Nothing in there yet. Nothing in there yet. There we have got some cobble and tracks coming in there, and you can see those are being used. And there we have a tunnel boring machine. The torches that I had here seems to be staying, which is good. I do not know why it went pear-shaped on me. Now we are going to have a problem when we get to the healing spring. So let me stop this. And the reason we're going to have a problem is this gap. So let me just turn my light level display off. I do not want to put it down. We do have some cobble here, not enough. So let me just grab a stack of cobble. Got a cobble generator going, so that won't be a problem. So all I want to do here is just build a space for the track to go. I mean, we can go even further, and if we want to build the tunnel in a specific way, we can have it dig out a little bit more and then supply it with the building blocks as well, and it can build automatically for us using additional deployers and things like that. You can do anything with contraptions, really. I just want a simple tunneling system to dig tunnels for me, so I don't need to stress about it. And the nice thing is all we need to do to get it going is place it down, give it some coal, charcoal in this case, and off it goes. So I'm just going to keep following it. We're going to get to an area where my torches aren't there, hence I'm walking behind it with my book with mage lights, so I can just create lights as we go along. We're almost at the healing spring area. Of course, by enchanting the drills, you can make it go faster by adding things like efficiency, which I might do at a later stage. You can see here where it's not drilling, it's going a lot faster. And it's just constantly recycling the tracks. I'll just put a light here on the floor. And that's why I made this extra gap here at the top, so I can toss my lights in there. I am just going to put the light overlay on again, so I can see when it's getting dark. I can always just drop this down. Just have a look at our inventory. Wrong chest. That one's empty. This bottom one. Here you can see we are now starting to pick up deep slate. We were busy with the first double chest, so I think we're good on space for a bit. And there we go. So we have our contraption to do tunneling for us. So I'll be heading in all different directions with my tunnels, get to all the vaults, get all the stuff done, get us back to where we were. I will stop once we get to the last boss on Twilight, because that's when things started going pear-shaped on my world. And hopefully everything is working fine and we can do that together. But this will make my life a lot easier and I should be able to get there a lot faster. I can also go a different route and not follow this the whole time. Sorry, I'm lagging a bit. I'm not sure if the voice is recording properly during this lag. I can make multiple of these machines, send one in each direction, and then I'll just have to come back and fight my way through as I put lights in, because mobs would have spawned down the tunnels. I've given it quite a few charcoal. I'm not sure how far this will go, but I'm just going to keep going with it, and I'll just let it dig its way through. As always, be safe, have fun, and see you next time.